What's up guys, Mickle here, and in this video, I want to break down a massive win that XRP holders just got in the Ripple SEC case, and this was announced in the SEC summary judgment brief. Now, when I first saw this, I thought the XRP community was going to be going wild. I thought there was going to be celebrations, but guys, this has gone completely under the radar, and I have no idea why. In this video, I want to break down a massive win that we just got that is going to be huge for XRP holders getting out of this case with clarity for XRP. And guys, I'll give you a quick hint. There is no way our XRP will ever be declared a security. Guys, I also want to break down Ripple and the SEC summary judgment briefs in a really simple way. I've heard a lot of people saying they're confused by each other's briefs. I want to give you guys a very broad, zoomed out look at both of these briefs and let you know why I thought Ripple summary judgment brief was absolutely brilliant and the SEC completely missed the mark. Guys, make sure to stick around for that. You are not going to want to miss it. Last of all, at the end of this video, I want to share with you guys a wild event that just took place that really makes this entire Ripple SEC case look more like a show than ever before. Guys, we're going to be talking about that at the end of the video, so make sure to stick around. Like always, guys, if you are new to this channel or come here all the time, please take a second to hit the like and subscribe button down below. It goes such a long way in helping this channel grow, and it really does mean so much to me. I'm also pretty sure YouTube's trying to shadow ban me, so make sure to turn bell notifications on so you guys don't miss any updates. If you guys are ever looking for a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out the link for Uphold down in the description of this video. Uphold is an excellent exchange and my favorite place to buy XRP. With that said though, guys, let's jump right into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. Real quick guys, MOO-MOO is an awesome place to buy and sell stocks. MOO-MOO is a regulated exchange with a great interface. MOO-MOO is also running a sick promotion right now where you could win up to 15 free stocks. Each one of these 15 stocks could be worth up to $2,000. So guys, do not miss out on this before it ends. Go down in the description of this video and sign up with MOO-MOO now. So guys, I want to start out this video and really break down what I thought of both Ripple and the SEC summary judgment briefs. Now, there has been a lot of great discussion on both of these briefs all over the internet, especially by Jeremy Hogan and John Deaton, but both Jeremy Hogan and John Deaton are lawyers, and a lot of times the things they say can get very complex. I want to break it down for you guys in a super easy to understand way because I think it's going to really help you guys understand how strong Ripple's brief really was. So to start off, the SEC brought their brief and really only focused on one thing. They essentially brought up a whole bunch of FUD against Ripple. They talked about how Brad Garlinghouse marketed XRP. They talked about how Ripple owns XRP. They talked about how the different executives wanted the price of XRP to go up. They brought up all these different FUD points and said, hey, look how involved the different Ripple founders were with XRP. XRP must be a security of Ripple. And if you don't know a lot about securities laws, you don't know a lot about what makes something a security, you might look at that and say, hey, well, if Ripple really wanted XRP to go up and they owned a lot of XRP, hey, well, why wouldn't XRP be a security of Ripple? Well, from a very low level understanding of how this works, I guess that kind of makes sense. But you can very quickly think of a bunch of examples where things shouldn't be securities and companies own a lot of something, but it doesn't make it a security, and that company might also want the price to go up. Think about oil. A lot of different companies own a lot of oil. A lot of these companies also want the price of oil to go up so they can sell it. But this oil is not an investment or not a security of these oil companies. So how do you create a differentiation between an asset that a company holds and an asset that that company might want to do well and an investment contract or a security? Well, this is something the SEC's brief fails to do. It never creates this distinction. It really just focuses on FUD and trying to create a reaction from Ripple or the judges. They really just want to make Ripple seem like a bad guy and make it seem like, oh, well, Ripple created XRP. Ripple is the only person who uses XRP. Therefore, if Ripple went away, XRP would be gone, and therefore XRP is a security of Ripple. Maybe in that scenario, maybe if all those lies were true, maybe you could have a case. But the fact of the matter is it's simply not. If Ripple went away today, XRP would still trade, and this alone destroys the SEC's theory. So with all that said, I really just think the SEC's brief misses the mark. It never creates that critical distinction, and that's not how our securities laws work. So what did Ripple do differently that I thought was massive and a huge win for Ripple in this case so far? Ripple actually focused on what is an investment contract, rather than just trying to create a bunch of FUD and saying, well, the SEC did this in the past, the SEC did this in the past, therefore we can do whatever we want, XRP is not a security. Ripple actually went back to the drawing board and looked, what makes something a security? And the fact of the matter is they actually found in very early 1900 cases that something could not be declared a security unless there was an investment contract. So what did Ripple do next? They went to the drawing board and said, what is an investment contract? And what they found in the case law was actually shocking. They found that you cannot have an investment contract without an actual contract. So why is this such a big deal? Well, something can't be a security without an investment contract, and therefore you need a contract for something to be called a security. Well, this takes us back to a very interesting thing that we watched during Discovery, and we couldn't quite answer. Ripple for a very long time was drilling the SEC, show us a single contract between Ripple and XRP holders. And admittedly, when I saw that, I'm like, well, this is dumb. Of course there's no contract between Ripple and XRP holders. Why does this really matter? But Ripple knew since day one that they already had this case won. They knew there was no contract between Ripple and XRP holders, and the case law says you need that contract. So without any contract between Ripple and XRP holders, the SEC cannot say that XRP is a security of Ripple. There's simply no contract, and there's no case law to say that the SEC's theory here is right. The fact of the matter is, Ripple was always on the right side of this, and Ripple was on the right side of this from layer zero, on the fundamental level of securities laws. So at the end of the day, I really do think Ripple just brought a fundamentally better argument. They really argued to the court why XRP is not a security based on securities laws, and not just FUD, not just random facts to try to sensationalize this entire case. I think the court, which I believe is very smart, I think these judges are outstanding, are really going to agree with Ripple's approach to this. They really hit on the most important points and answered the key issue. What makes an investment contract and what makes a security? That's the issue Ripple attacked, while the SEC just tried to make Ripple look bad. I think Ripple took the right approach here, and I was really impressed with their brief. Now, if you guys thought that was good news, just wait until what I'm going to show you next, because Jeremy Hogan mentioned something in his video that I cannot believe isn't being talked about more. Jeremy Hogan brought up in his video that the SEC did not once, in their summary judgment brief, try to say that XRP per se was a security. So what does that mean? Well, it means that the SEC may have dropped the argument of trying to say XRP traded on the secondary market is a security of Ripple. Now, almost every single lawyer following this case has been saying since day one that this is an impossible argument to make. Most of the lawyers following this case were shocked that the SEC was even trying to say this, because it really doesn't even abide by any of the securities laws we currently have. I know a lot of different lawyers like John Deaton and even Jeremy Hogan thought there was a case to be had whether or not in the very early days Ripple could have violated some securities transactions. And that's going to keep going on with the court. But Jeremy Hogan believes, in his video he laid this out, that he believes the SEC dropped the argument that they're trying to say that XRP is per se a security. Now, this is a massive win, because that means regardless of what happens with Ripple and the SEC, that will probably get handled with a fine. XRP will be able to be relisted. The XRP you and I own will never be declared a security, and the SEC might not even be trying to say that anymore. Based on Jeremy Hogan's video, he thinks the SEC gave up on this, and that would be absolutely huge. Now, I really want to see what John Deaton has to say about this, because we have seen the SEC veer away from this argument before and then come back to it. But if Jeremy Hogan is right here, then this would be an absolutely huge win for XRP holders, and we might already be out of this case. Ripple will keep fighting based on what they did in the early days, but that doesn't matter to you and me. What me and you need is for XRP to never be declared a security of Ripple in the secondary market, and we might have just gotten just that. So guys, to finish off this video, I want to show you something relatively shocking, because earlier today, the CFTC just took a shot at the SEC, and this is something you guys need to see. Earlier today, one of the heads of the CFTC posted a picture on Twitter with Brad Garlinghouse and captioned the picture, "Next stop on my learning tour was visiting Ripple Labs. Thanks, Brad Garlinghouse, #XRP. Guys, if this doesn't show you how out of line the SEC is with this case, I don't know what will. The CFTC is literally going to Ripple to learn about blockchain technology, tweeting out hashtag Ripple, hashtag XRP, all while the SEC is in a case, a criminal case against Ripple and its founders. Guys, this shows what a joke we are watching with the SEC. While the SEC is investigating these people for criminal activities, the CFTC is learning from these people. Yeah, the CFTC has always been on top of this. Guys, this is why the CFTC is going to get this market. They're actually being a smart regulator. Gary Gensler is going to look back on this and be like, of course I didn't get power over this market. I was a complete idiot. I made the entire industry hate me, and I proved I was untrustworthy. Meanwhile, the CFTC is doing stuff like this, and guys, it just shows who should be given this industry. I thought this was wild, and guys, it just so happens that this happened right after summary judgment briefs. Does this mean that the CFTC is getting ready to start giving legislation, giving clarity on XRP? Does this mean the SEC has already lost its jurisdiction over this market? Now, guys, I think that might be jumping the gun. But, guys, eventually, I do think it is inevitable that the CFTC will dominate the cryptocurrency market. And there is no doubt in my mind that XRP will not be on the security side of the market. XRP will be on the commodity side. And, guys, this might just be one big hint that we are a lot closer to that than many people think. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this update. Make sure to like and subscribe if you did. Also, guys, I think there's only 7 of these left. So if you did not get yours, make sure to go get it now. Link in the description of this video. I hope everyone has a great night. And for now, Mickle out.